Road maintenance is spotty all over America, but here in LA, there are a lot of troubles with our streets. Potholes are certainly one of those. Well, one Brentwood local decided that he'd had enough of them and he was gonna do something. He decided to repair one himself. Take a look.
You're welcome. You have to do it yourself. I mean, this is crazy. For 3 weeks I've been waiting for this hole to be closed.
So apparently 3 weeks is as long as his programming will allow him to wait. It seems like a reasonable amount of time for me, but look, he took matters into his own hands. He even tweeted about it saying, today, after the whole neighborhood has been upset about this giant pothole that's been screwing up cars and bicycles for weeks, I went out with my team and fixed it. I always say, let's not complain, let's do something about it. Here you go. And is this a good thing? I like that he took action. I like people being protagonists in their own life. I wouldn't want to give a pass to government, especially you would imagine Brentwood has the money that they can afford to fix a pothole or whatever. But I kind of like it. LA's got a lot of troubles when it comes to traffic and road quality or whatever. So I don't know, maybe if we pitch together, we can fix it. What do you think, JR?
I mean, people shouldn't have to, but of course, if Arnold Schwarzenegger wants to go out and fix the potholes in front of his house, if he knows how to do it, cool. But also, the first thing I thought, and I immediately started fighting with my own self and thinking it. I was like, okay, yeah, you're fixing a pothole. Okay, I go outside and film it. Okay, let's put it on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok, whatever the hell he's on. And it's gonna turn into just this self-serving thing. Look, I fixed a pothole. But you know what? You're wrong, JR. It's okay. Use your name, use your clout, use your effect on people in this city that love him so much. Use all that to point out the issue. Even happens up in Brentwood with rich folks like Arnold Schwarzenegger and all this, and he had to go do it his damn self. I think that's worth showing. This is one of those things where you show what you're doing and go ahead and clout chase a little bit, but it's for the purpose of shaming the folks that maybe should have done something about it sooner. Maybe. And maybe they'll come forward and talk about why it takes so long. Because look, it's been raining for a month straight in Los Angeles, not longer. And when it rains in LA, the roads turn into Swiss cheese everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah.
There's a route I take to work. I know which lanes have the potholes, and you know who else does? Everybody else. There's a path everyone takes around certain lanes, and everyone knows it before they get to it.
Are you talking about the northbound road to get to like Target area? Because there's some massive pothole. We probably take the same road through the oil fields. Yeah, there's some bad ones.
Yes, there's a.
If I tried to fix that myself, I would.
And you know what? They fix some of them and then they come back in the next rain. I was like, do they not know how to fix them?
Anyway, look, we can debate whether it's like a cool move. Let's also be very clear. You cannot necessarily do this and not get in trouble. Unauthorized road work is illegal. You have to check your own like local government, state government or whatever. This is definitely illegal in some places. I don't know in Brentwood, and I imagine he's Arnold Schwarzenegger. He'll probably be okay. But you can't necessarily do this yourself. What I will say is at least the official word from LA is that they are taking this seriously. Karen Bass had this recent, just last week, she was talking about what she's gonna do to help all the damaged streets and everything. She said city workers are pulling out all the stops, but not to just prepare for every pothole that is reported, but also be proactive. That means driving around the city, throughout this district and all others to assess the conditions of our streets and identify and repair the damage right away. They also say, by the way, that they have received just shy of 20,000 service requests for repairs since December 30th. And as of April 6th, they'd filled 17,549 potholes. Just because the city government is saying they did that doesn't mean it's true. But if that is true, that seems amazing, actually. It doesn't seem reflective of what the road quality is, but it does seem pretty amazing.
I gotta say, I never am surprised to see them out there when they are fixing them. They come pretty much quickly after these things form. And I was like, how's the process? I wonder. And that's the thing. That's why when Arnold Schwarzenegger brings this up, maybe it causes a response from the city or whoever to say, this is what we have been doing. This is why we're doing in this route. Maybe that reason that this pothole is not filled yet is this, and that. That's just transparency and information. I think that's perfectly exchanged between constituents and in the city.
Sure. Anyway, look, if it was up to me, people would be able to fix these if they want to. They shouldn't have to. We pay taxes so that this is done. But I'm in favor of like guerrilla gardening and stuff like that. Like if people want to like beautify an area that's been left behind, I like that. And I don't just mean small things like taking over lots to turn them into community gardens and everything. Like don't do that. You will get in trouble. But I believe that I think there's a lot done by people to damage the areas that they live in. I think that we could potentially reverse some of that. But that's not me giving you an endorsement that might put you in jail. So let's be clear about that.
Because people don't know what they're doing. Somebody's gonna pour concrete in a hole.
Exactly. And if you don't do a good job, then to that pothole, you can say it'll be back. Something.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.